Okay, I normally don't like doing this, but at this point I kind of have no choice. So hey everybody, it's Preston here, aka Godzilla Hawk again. I am praying to the wrestling gods that this works. Okay, I normally don't like coming out here, seeing my face sold out all the time, but I don't know what's going on. So hopefully everything is better on this. Um, so hopefully we'll get people in here, and hopefully this will be better. Maybe because I'm using Streamlabs, that's what the problem is. So again, guys, just do exactly what you say. Just let me know it's been off. Let me know that, okay? Because you guys so far are doing a good job. And again, guys, I don't know what's going on with my internet. If you want to talk about seriousness right here about internet very quick while you guys are talking or asking me questions or comments, my parents' place, the internet was fucking terrible. It was horrible. And now I'm moving into my own place. And it seemed to be okay, seemed fine. And then recently, like the internet kept on disconnecting, like randomly it disconnected. And then now the internet is slower. Like it says I have Wi-Fi, but yet the internet's slower. Fuck, am I fucking lagging again? Seriously? I don't know what to do, guys. I'm not a genius when it comes to this stuff. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what to do. I can't do anything. I guess I might have to retire YouTube. I'm not joking. If I can't even do this, well, how am I supposed to? See, this is a problem. I hate fucking live stream. Can I just have a live stream that works? Okay, I'm good now. Okay. Fuck. I'm sorry, I'm getting angry. Not at you guys, but the fucking internet. All right, let's try this again. So we got a couple people in here right now. Let's see. So Keith Cigar 94. Dan Bryan should have won the role, but Edgeway wasn't too bad, I guess. I would have preferred Cesaro be a surprise winner. Dan Bryan should have won. Because with Edgeway, let's be honest, I don't hate it. Like, I'm not like all these other people that are like, oh, fuck this shit. This is bullshit. It just was unnecessary. I mean, we really look up about the possibilities of Roman Reigns and Edge, which is the obvious big match you want to do. But again, it's just something about it doesn't click for me. It could be a good match. Stories will be great, but just something about it doesn't work. And you got Edge and Finn Balor is the match I would rather see, but we know that ain't going to happen. So the only thing I'm hoping for is that AJ wins the Elimination Chamber and we get Edge and AJ Styles. If they can do that, I am totally fine with that. As long as we get Edge and AJ Styles at WrestleMania for WWE Championship, let's fucking go. I'm good. We're good. But Dan Bryan should have won because Bryan Roman Reigns is my match. That's the match I think should have been headline for the SmackDown or the Universal Championship. That's just how I feel. Nicholas Randon, what are your opinions on Celebrity? Getting flabbergasted here. Okay. We're trying this again. Nicholas Rendon, two-time Royal Rumble winner. What's your opinion about celebrity? What's your opinion on? I cannot talk today. Okay. What's your opinion about celebrities having wrestling matches like Shaq, Bad Bunny? Do you think it helps or hurts the business? It's a little bit of both. On one hand, it helps the business. It gets more eyes on the product. You know, it gets people more in touch with the product. It gets more eyes on the product, get viewers. So on that business aspect, it's good. But it's also bad because you're introducing these celebrities, you're taking now spots from your roster off. You got wrestlers who want to be on a card, and now they're having their spots. So I think that's a fair assumption. And Okay, now, okay, we're back. We're back, guys. So I don't know if you heard that, but basically it's a little bit of both. It's a bit of both. Like I said, celebrity thing. On one hand, it's good views, but on the other hand, it's just like just taking spots from other athletes. So, all right, like I said, guys, just let me know. Keep me updated. What's going on? Kisa Garden 94. Daniel Bryan is too selfless, but I don't want Edge versus Roman. No should defeat Roman at this point. Well, yeah. Well, obviously, I think Roman he's gonna hold on to that belt until WrestleMania. I think it'd be better if we had a better opponent, like a new athlete. Because see, Edge should have his moment. I think Edge should win his last championship, but he should not be beating Roman Reigns. If he fights Roman Reigns is gonna fucking win. He cannot lose to Edge. But how great Roman is, you need it. This is a perfect opportunity to give a mid-card talent that big rub. When you finally beat Roman Reigns for the championship, it should be a big deal. That's why I'm thinking AJ and Edge would be a better match. First of all, it's a match we would love to see, and either one can win. If Edge wins, great. You get that storybook ending with him. But if AJ wins, he continues his run as champion. He gets beat one of the best in the business. So I just would rather see AJ. I would rather see Daniel Bryan and Roman because Daniel Bryan is very selfless. He'll put Roman Reigns over, but they'll have a great match. And there's that story there from the Rumble 2015. It's just perfect. It's perfect for Mania. That story alone is Mania worthy. No, Laura. Thoughts on AEW New Japan partnership? Thank fucking God. I've been waiting a lifetime, it feels like, for this. It was only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. So I'm been dying for that. So yes, I'm happy. New Japan and Impact team up. Basically what I said, this is good. This is great for New Japan. This is great for Impact. But you also forget NWA has a partnership with them, and AAA has a partnership with them. This is good. I will stand by it. This is a good thing for AEW, for everybody, actually, because now you're getting more eyes and more viewers on all the products now. It's a win situation. And on top of that, you're going to be able to switch talents. You're going to get fresher matches. You're going to get some talents on New Japan, some talents on Impact, some talents on AEW. You're just going to get this giant circle of everyone trading talent and getting these fresh mashups. And that's awesome. That's what I love to see. So absolutely, it's good so far. Nicholas Randy, whatever happened to Buddy Murphy? Must be kidding. If I remember, I think they held him off after the Steve Cutler release. Because I don't think they have anything planned for him. Yeah, I don't think they have anything planned. I mean, they're doing the whole Aaliyah storyline with him and Aaliyah, and then all of a sudden they just, after feuding with Corbin, just kind of dropped on the face of the earth. And yeah, I agree. It's like, where the fuck is Buddy Murphy? I mean, why the fuck aren't we using Buddy Murphy? Buddy Murphy and Roman Reigns had that excellent match on SmackDown. What was it, over a year ago? You could be seeing underdog, babyface like Buddy Murphy versus Roman Reigns. That'd be great. That'll get Murphy huge. Getting back in the main event mid-card scene. Why aren't we doing that? Or having at least him here with Big E or something. Do something with him. Murphy's way too fucking talented not to be on the roster. As his mic skills can use some improving, but no, Laura. Any predictions for NXT Takeover Vengeance? Well, I'm going to try to do a review on that. I mean, so far it seems like we're okay right now. 10 minutes, so everything seems to be fine. So I'll probably do a live react, or not a live react, just a review. But if I had to do predictions, I'm going to say Balor retains the championship because my prediction is they're going to do Balor and Cross for the NXT Championship at one of the nights of WrestleMania. The women's Dusty Classic or Baszler and Nia Jax eventually, and that could even be a WrestleMania match. I mean, it all depends on, you know, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just waiting for a minute. Okay, we're good now. Okay. If Baszler and Nia are still champions by WrestleMania, I think it's going to be Shotzi and, yeah, I'm just going to go with Shotzi Ember. I'm just going to go with them. Men's, I hate the men's one because MSK are still new. It'd be way too soon for them to win. But on the other hand, the only other team left is the Grizzly Young Vets and their heels. So if they win, they would fight Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, and they're both heel teams. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. That's the only thing I don't like about this finals. It's just if MSK wins, it's like, okay, but I kind of wish they had more time. But they've given Grizzly Young Vets, they're deserving of it, but they're a heel team. And the champions are heels. It just doesn't work. Unless somehow they can turn into a three-way. But it's a weird finals. I guess I'm going to go MSK just because they're baby faces. Although I'm not really too fond of that. Kushida, Johnny Gargano. I'm going to pick Kushida. Something tells me Kushida's going to win. And then the triple threat for Women's Championship, Io, Tony, and Mercedes. I think it's a safer bet to pick Io. I'm going to say Io, but I think Io should lose the championship now. She's had it for a while. I think it's about time we get a new champion. Whether that's Tony Storm or Mercedes, it doesn't matter, but I do think Io's retaining. King Cigar 94, I think Seth Rollins is going to target Big E for the IC belt. That is a possibility. That is a possibility that's not out of the loop. But also they're going to have Rollins feud with Bryan as well as Mania. So again, Big E and Rollins, I mean, that's a very realistic possibility. Anyone who wants Big E to become world champion is just not right. I can't take him seriously. I'm sorry. I don't like how he's always acting like a child and doing splits. Here's the thing. Now, if you've been watching the product very carefully, these are around Big E. I understand where you're coming from, because trust me, I said when Kofi became WWE champion, on one hand, I was proud and happy, but on the other hand, he won with the day gimmick and he never changed. The thing with Big E, though, is yes, he still does some of his goofy shit, but he's not doing that all the time. If you really go back and watch his matches, you've been seeing a more serious side of him. Think about it. Remember his match with Sheamus, Balls Coming Anywhere. That was Big E on his monster mood. He just tore Sheamus a new one. So, yes, Big E is still having that weird, happy personality thing. But let's be honest, it's better than him just doing this. Seriously, that's what he was doing before, and he had no personality. He has a personality, but he also is showing a more aggressive side, and I think slowly we're going to start unraveling the more serious side. That's why a lot of people, and look, I like Big E. He's not one of mine, but a lot of people like it because he is a great athlete. And he is showing a more serious side. Like I said, if you've been paying attention, he's been showing a more serious side. Like, it's not like flowable like Kofi in the New Days, but yes, you're right. He comes out, he's always happy, he's amped up, but he's happy, but then there's certain times where the light switch goes off. it goes on, and then he just turns, he just gets serious, and then just goes to beast mode. So pay attention to Big E. Big E is one of the guys I think should beat Roman Reigns because it's a new guy. And let's be honest, Big E is ready for a world title. But like you said, if he's going to continue doing the whole goofy thing, like flat out, like get rid of anything serious, absolutely not. Agree. No way. But Big E is starting to show a little bit signs of more of a serious personality. When he's in the game and he feels like he's getting insulted or people are bringing his A game, he starts showing a more serious side. So really pay attention though. When you watch Big E, don't just pay attention to, oh, he's just doing the goofy stuff. Really pay attention to his matches, his promos, his body language, and really analyze it, because if you've been paying attention, you can see the wheels starting to turn and he's going to start getting more serious. And I guarantee you, when he does eventually fight Roman Reigns down the line and that Universal title's on the line, Big E ain't going to do the whole goofy crap. He's going to start towing that way down. He's going to get full-on serious mode. It's just going to take time. But if you start paying attention, we'll see what happens on SmackDown tomorrow. Really pay attention, and you can see the onions peeling, the layers. Sorry, and just do that. Favorite friend, let's go. First, the pandemic has to end. That's really what's keeping him busy, because they'll have to quarantine for 2 weeks, and then they have to do match, and then for Kobushi to go back to Japan, he'll have to quarantine for another 2. It's just a mess. We're not going to be getting matches like Okada and Suzuki and Tanahashi and Ospreay in the States yet. That's not going to happen yet. So unfortunately, we're going to have to wait on the Bushi and Omega thing. We have to wait, unfortunately. Plus, with Ibushi being their top guy right now, it's really hard. They don't want to take that risk with someone getting possibly COVID, and he's your face of the company at the moment. So it's going to be interesting. We're just going to have to wait. Do you like Scooter? Do you like as a heel? Yeah. I mean, personally, I liked her as a babyface, but she's a very good heel. Bayley's really good as a heel. I do prefer her as a babyface, just my preference. Not gonna lie, Biggie versus Cruz, the same was great. Biggie was great and was fine. Seriously. Exactly. So you just have to really pay attention to Big E. Don't let the goofiness overshadow everything, okay? It's not like New Day 24/7. Big E's starting to become a single wrestler. He's got new theme music. He's getting new gear, new entrance. You just got to pay attention to the little details. It's just little subtle things. You got to just kind of pay attention to those things. Anyways, I gotta finish just getting main face Roman elimination chamber, or Owens could be fighting Romans again. I love Owens, but I don't want to see another. I'm a big fan of Owens, you know that, but I 1,000% agree. It's not just I don't want Owens to lose again. I'm sick of Owens. And it's kind of play out. And you're right. I think they could do Nakamura because they've been playing on Nakamura as of late. Like, Nakamura was screwed out of the gauntlet match. You think you want payback on Roman? He's been kind of cooled off the last couple of weeks. So here's what I'm thinking. Either Roman's going to fight Nakamura one-on-one, or they're going to have a Universal title match, Elimination Chamber. Heck, Roman might not even defend the title. It could be a number one contenders match to determine who will fight Roman. Maybe at Fastlane or something. I don't know. Hopefully for AEW video game, They let us choose what group you join, the Dark Order, Circle of Being Elite, or join Dark. I don't really. I think if that's an option, that'd be kind of cool. But I really don't want that like in the main game. I'd rather just kind of freelance. But if that's like an option for like a story mode or a special challenge mode, it gives you the option if you want to join a group. I think that's fine. What's your opinion on the whole Charlotte Flair, Lacey Evans, Ric Flair feud? The field, Tori Wilson, Dawn Marie, Al Simmons. Yeah, but here's the difference. That feud, don't get me wrong, it was bad, really bad, but it's kind of a guilt pleasure of mine. It was funny. And at least it was memorable. This is forced. This is boring. This is disgusting. Like the fact that Lacey and Rick, I was never a Ric Flair fan. Lacey Evans is so with me, and you already know how I feel about Charlotte. I think that kind of tells you what I think about that storyline. It's absolute dog shit. At least Al Simmons and Dawn Marie, at least you had Tori and Dawn Marie having a lesbian angle in the hotel room, and at least you had some funny then moments. To be fair, that whole thing was bad. It was bad, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine. This is not a guilty pleasure. This is just garbage. This is stupid. Kevin Owens is actually a very good babyface. He isn't boring. I just don't want him to lose again. Well, I never said he was boring. I'm just sick of Owens and Reigns fighting all the time. I like to see Roman Reigns kind of move on to a new opponent. I agree. I mean, Owens is always going to be a great heel, but yeah, he's a great babyface too. Now, him fighting Sami, I really want the old Sami Zayn back. I don't care for this new Sami because it really tolerates it. It's just when I see him in the ring now, I don't get excited. I hope for WrestleMania they let Drew bring back Broken Dreams for one night entrance. That would be cool. That would be cool, but like I said, it's all on Drew and WWE. No, you didn't say the main guys online don't like Owens. Well, what kind of wrestling community? Well, yes, he's boring. He's fat. He can't wrestle. Yeah, because those are also the same fucking people that were so behind, like Johnny Gonzalez and Great Khali. They were way better than Kevin Owens. Seriously, if seriously any of those people, if you out there exist, you honestly think Khali was a better wrestler than Kevin Owens, you are a complete dumbass. Get off my screen. Just no. Get out of your trolling and go join that fucking creep on Twitter that's stalking Alexa Bliss. Just get out of here. I really want to see Owens and Sami win the tag titles. Turn Sami back to babyface. At least as a tag team that makes sense. That'd be a tag team that makes sense because they were one tag team champions before in Ring of Honor. At least that'd be a tag team that makes sense. Who will win and find Myers or Jason? Probably Jason. Just Michael's got the kitchen knife, but Jason's got the long. He's got a longer reach, and they could just decapitate Michael's head. I think he'll be gone for good. But again, maybe I'm just being biased because I am a Jason guy. I don't know. I guess Jason just because of the machete alone, longer reach. Ric Flair should assistant living place, but at the same time, he gets kicked out due to sleeping with other residents. I'm not even going to argue with that because pretty much Ric Flair's story, pretty much. Kizagar, Kali winning world champion was just embarrassing. First of all, understatement. I'm not sure what they were even saw in him. He couldn't do anything. I hate how Kane put him over WrestleMania 23. Kane carrying him through that match. Carrying that match was absolute bullshit. Forget Kane. What about Undertaker? Undertaker had to put him over. I think in his debut match. We went from fucking Edge, who had to surrender the belt, and they gave the belt to Khali of all people. I think he had Batista. You can't give it back to Mysterio. There were probably way more people on that roster that were better. Yeah, Undertaker, like I said, yeah, Kane. Yeah, all these guys. And you gave the world title to somebody that can't even sell. Khali seems like a nice guy. I'm not talking shit person, but the wrestler was absolute dog shit. He was just fucking terrible. I don't even remember if he's even had one good match. If I had to think, I think the one decent match he had was John Cena. I think it was a Falls Count Anywhere match. I think it was a one night pay-per-views. I think that was literally the only semi-decent match from him. I can't remember any other great matches from him. Let me know if you could think of any I'm thinking of, because I don't remember one. Top 5 drive-through kills. Well, just okay. So that were awesome. Well, my personal favorites. Honestly, Sleeping Bag kill, part 7. That's just a fun one. That's a fun one. Part 8, when knocks his block of jewels from part 8. You know, the boxing one on the roof. That's always fun. Jason X, the head smasher one, where he puts that girl's head in that like freezing liquid and then just smashes her head and just shatters. That's great. The corkscrew / butcher knife kill from part 4 was pretty cool. Harpoon one's pretty cheesy but kind of fun. Part 8, we killed the bitch uncle from part 8. But he drowned her. I mean, that wasn't a graphic kill, but it was a satisfying one. Dude, there's a lot of good kills in Friday the 13th, but those are some of the ones I can remember on the top of my head. Kenny should have won the world title. Kenny was number 1 contender at the time. I was pissed with Conley, but yeah, I forgot about that. Edge got hurt, so they just had, I believe that's when they had that battle royal where Khali won and became world champion. And I don't even remember what match it was that Khali had at American Bash. And if Kane wasn't going to be awarded the championship, he should have had a replacement opponent. Even if Kane was going to be a transitional champion, just hold it for a few months. I don't see what the big deal was. And then you could have dropped it back to Edge. I mean, if you really think about it, you might as well just give it to Batista. Because Batista and Undertaker were still feuding anyway. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry, but how was I supposed to take the Great Khali seriously when he lost to Taker in the last matches? I would have given the world championship to Finlay or Mark Henry. Well, to be fair, Mark Henry, he didn't really do anything back then, but that was his pre-Hall of Fame thing. But Finlay's like, why fuck not? I think MVP was still wrestling. No, that's right. MVP was United States champion, though, so that'll be kind of weird. But yeah, you could give him a short run to fit Finley. Test the waters with him, see how well he did. If he sucked, then you just have him lose to Batista. Wouldn't that been a big deal? There's never been a good Khali match. Jinder is also embarrassing, but he was painfully better choice. Jinder is actually not a bad wrestler. A lot of people give Jinder Mahal shit. He really isn't that bad of a wrestler. I mean, obviously, if you're going to compare Jinder or Khali, I mean, Jinder Mahal's like fucking Shawn Michaels compared to Khali. But Jinder's own right is not a bad wrestler. I hate when people say Khali can't, Khali cannot wrestle, but Jinder can wrestle. I've seen him have good matches before. He can work. But he's not like a Drew McIntyre or even Roman Reigns. But Jinder is fine in his own right. I just think he needs to have the motivation. He needs the right opponent. Khali, I don't know. Khali, you could give him AJ Styles. The match would still stink. There was never a good. Okay, I already did that. Top 5 Elimination Chamber moments. I have to think about that one. Jinder can't sell or cut a promo. He was very cringe. Oh, only good match he had was against AJ Styles. Not true. I remember he had a decent match with Christian on episode Raw for the Intercontinental Championship, and he was even had a good match in the finals with what's his name? Seth Rollins on NXT for NXT Championship Finals. Mahal has good matches. He has had some good matches in his back pocket. Now, if you're talking about his WWE Championship run, yeah, I totally understand. But Jinder is not that bad of a wrestler. He really isn't. He's no AJ Styles, but he's not bad. Have actual good matches. He's not shit. But look, if you don't like him, that's fine. I mean, everybody never liked Jinder Mahal. I'll say Jinder Mahal's title reign was not good at all. I'll admit that right now. But you probably were only watching some of his other stuff and like his main roster stuff, and you just, his title reign sucked and all that. So I can't blame you. If that's the case, I legit can't blame you. But try and rewatch the Jinder Seth Rollins match from NXT years ago in the finals of the NXT Championship Tournament. That was actually a legit good match. That's not me exaggerating. Give that a watch. But if you're not a Jinder Mahal fan, that's fine. If you're just watching all his main roster stuff, I totally get it. The triple decapitation when Nikki gets her face shoved through the RV were awesome kills. Screw. Yeah, those were not bad either. Top 5 women's wrestlers crush right now. Who are WWE, NXT, and AEW? God, no, Laura. You really like me when I talk about women's crushes, don't you? Top 5 women's wrestler crushes right now in WWE. Well, if you're talking about WWE/NXT, I got a fucking long list. I'm not going to do that. And with AEW, there's only maybe a couple. I mean, Tay Conte, Anna Jay, Hikaru Shida. Brian's cute too. Anna Bates is actually pretty attractive too. She's kind of that geeky nerd, but yeah, I would say Thunder Rosa, but technically she's not AEW, so I'm just going to leave her out. And that's really all I could think of for AEW and NXT and WWE. That I'm not answering that because the list is just way too long. Besides, I think you would have a. If you watch my other Q&As and other stuff like that, I think you have a pretty good idea. I took him as a heel champion. He wasn't bad, but he had the title for way too long. No, I can see. Like, I do think Jinder should have lost at SummerSlam. I think we can all agree he should have lost at least in SummerSlam. I would say, but yeah, like I said, just go check out some Jinder's older matches in NXT. Like seriously, don't just take my word for it. Watch him yourself, and if you still think he sucked, then it sucked. But I would just I'd at least give some of his matches on NXT a shot. Watch it for yourself if you have the network. And Cesaro getting a push, he made Brian tap out. I like to call it the whole I signed the contract, so I get a mini push. I think that kind of tells you everything. Talk about daily pay-per-views from the Ruthless Aggression era. Oh, fuck. This is going to... Fuck my life, dude. I could go on and on with those. These are my favorites. I can remember. WrestleMania 18 and 19 are two of my favorite WrestleManias. Vengeance 2003 is actually one of my all-time favorite pay-per-views. I really do enjoy that pay-per-view. Survivor Series 2002 is probably one of, if not the best Survivor Series pay-per-view they've ever done, honestly. Unforgiven 2006 is another one of my all-time favorite pay-per-views. WrestleMania 24 was a very good pay-per-view, and yes, that counts as Ruthless Aggression era. SummerSlam 2002 was another great pay-per-view. No, there's those are just a handful I can name, but there's a lot of pay-per-views. Top 5 pay-per-view things that got you hyped for a show. Oh, fuck. That'd be like a 30-50 list. And that's not just in the past. I'm talking about currently. Fuck. I mean, Saliva's always. The both Limp Bizkit songs for the WrestleMania 17 and 19 are always great. Don't Stop the Devil by Death Posse, I think is. The Elimination Chamber a couple years in a row. That's a really catchy theme. Vengeance 2003 theme is great as well. Yeah, so many fucking amazing songs they had back in the day. I miss the days when it was rock songs, not fucking hip hop shit. I missed it when we had Across This Nation on Raws, and that was fucking awesome. It got you hyped. Now you got this stupid rap crap that just does not work. I project Miz will become WWE champion this year. I mean, why else would they give it back the briefcase? And that's what fucking scares me more than anything. The fact that give him back the briefcase, if they start to give that championship to the Miz, I'm guaranteed you it will be worse than Jinder Mahal. I'm not exaggerating when I say it, because Miz right now is a fucking cornball. You might as well get the fucking belt to fella. I'm praying he loses that briefcase. But let's be honest, that briefcase, at least the men's side, has been fucking dead since 2017. I am praying Miz doesn't win the championship. I am praying, unless they turn a more serious Hollywood version of himself, I don't want to see it. Can we get Sheamus' old theme back? It's a shameful thing, lobster head. No, Laura. Top five opening match for our pay per view. Here's five. Ray vs. Kurt on SummerSlam 2002. Well, you said two oh 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 two. You put extra zero in there, but that's I get. I can't answer that. That'll take way too long. I have to really I have to think about that one too. Yeah, that'll take too long. Yeah, that'll take too long. I'm sorry. I can't. I, opening match for a pay per view. I can't think right now. That one's way too hard. There's so I would literally have to watch everything again, and my head would explode. Sheamus is fucking great. It's a shame that he isn't getting the one-on-one match. That's the way. Fuck. Uh, I I would rather see Drew and Sheamus for the WWE title. I mean, if they continue the story and build it better. I've never been like the hardcore Sheamus fan. He's been like, he's okay, but the story I was interested in. It was the story I was intrigued by, and then they just had Sheamus just bro kick him. That was it. And I'm like, well, there you go. You ruined that. That's not how I feel. See, almost 45 minutes. So it seems like we're doing good though so far. Excuse me. Almost peeked there. I think that might be. Yeah, maybe I'll call it day. Unless I get a few more chats in here, that might be it. Yeah, excuse me, getting tired. Oh wait, they got something. Imagine this for a Dusty Title Edge and Bray, Chris and Kurt, American Alpha, DIY Young Bucks, Martian Machine Guns. Who's just for fun? That would be interesting. That would be a lot of fun. That would definitely be a very fun little tournament to do there. Can't lie. I can't lie. Pretty good. Okay, you know what? I think we might just end it there. You know, we're almost at the 45-minute mark. I'm getting a little tired. So, again, guys, thank you guys so much for coming up here. Uh, Again, I know I'm a little tired. I apologize for the other stuff, but shit happens, you know. So, I'm going to be back here on Sunday, and I'll give my thoughts about Takeover Vengeance Day. Kind of a weird name. I don't know why don't they just call it Vengeance. But anyways, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and send me your questions and comments. So all I'm gonna say is take care of my peeps. Have a good night. See you guys next time.